Welcome to my channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to talk about a really awesome standalone story that takes place in Uncanny X-Men issue 4. Came out in 2012, written by Kieron Gillen. And the really cool thing is it revolves around the Phalanx, these really interesting X-Men villain. So without further ado, let's get into this story. So I have to correct myself because I used the singular there. They're actually an alien race that have a hive mind, and they go traveling across the cosmos. When they arrive on any given planet, they try to assimilate it, infect it with a techno-organic virus, convert everything on the planet into Phalanx themselves. And what happens is they actually create this thing called the Babel Spire, and they call out into the universe to the Technarchy, this other alien race that's also techno-organic in nature, and they arrive and they actually consume the planet. So there's this really weird relationship between the Phalanx and the Technarchy. So the story starts off, we have a group of Phalanx that have arrived on Earth. They start the process of assimilating everything around them when out of nowhere, Mr. Sinister pops up, kills all the Phalanx except for one. He captures it, takes it to his lab, and he starts experimenting on it. And the really interesting thing is seeing Sinister sort of lose interest in one of his experiments. He comes back and forth over the years, and then he forgets that he has this Phalanx in one of his labs. The lab gets destroyed. The Phalanx is able to escape. So now the Phalanx is in a very weakened state. He gets rescued by this little girl. And during this whole story, the Phalanx is dealing with the fact that he's alone. He's been cut off from his hive mind. So when this girl rescues him, he's sort of happy. He's like, okay, I'm going to add this girl into my new hive mind and everything's going to be good. But when he does this, the girl dies. And this really breaks the Phalanx on the inside. He's like, oh my God, I gave her this gift and she's gone. It seems that with one of Sinister's experiments, it messed up this whole process of him being able to assimilate others. So this really breaks the Phalanx. He says, oh my God, I'm still alone. And he keeps on assimilating more and more people, thinking he's going to be able to fix this situation. And it just gets worse and worse. So the Phalanx is able to absorb this whole town. This ends up calling the attention of Sword. Sword calls in the X-Men. And during this time, we had the Extinction Squad. This was one of the X-Men's heaviest hitting teams. You had Magneto, Storm, Namor, Danger, Emma Frost, Hope, and Juggerlossus on the team with Cyclops as the leader. So we get this really epic battle between the X-Men and the Phalanx that has grown into this gigantic kaiju type of monster. And the Phalanx realizes that he's going to probably die in this conflict, but in his last breath, he forms into the Babel Spire, tries to call out into the cosmos to any other Phalanx that can hear to him. And he realizes he's alone. He's the last of his kind. There's no one out there. And it's a really heartbreaking story because he's the last one of his whole species. He dies. And the X-Men are happy. It's like mission accomplished, so on and so forth. And Storm is sort of like the only one to realize this situation. So it's very well written. So I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time. Bye.